Every Sunday after church, 67-year-old Ruth Jenkins visited Magnolia Diner. Same booth, same tea, same peach pie. For 30 years, the diner felt like home. Ruth had helped raise money for the town library, organized food drives, and taught generations of children at the local elementary school. Most folks called her Miss Ruth, but things changed after a new owner arrived. Daniel Mercer bought Magnolia Diner 6 months earlier and started modernizing. Old staff disappeared. Black employees were quietly replaced. Regulars noticed certain customers suddenly waited longer for tables. "You seeing this too?" Waitress Denise whispered one afternoon. Ruth nodded. "Baby," she sighed. Some folks smile while changing the locks. That Sunday, Ruth sat at her usual booth. 20 minutes passed. No menu. No tea. Meanwhile, white customers arriving later were seated immediately. Finally, Ruth walked politely to the counter. "Excuse me, sweetheart," she said softly. "Did y'all forget me?" Daniel looked her up and down. "You people always impatient." The room froze. Ruth blinked. "I beg your pardon?" "You heard me," he said louder. "Customers been complaining. About me. You make others uncomfortable." A couple near the window stopped eating. Denise whispered, "Sir, that ain't true." Daniel ignored her. "I'm asking you to leave." Ruth stood motionless. 30 years. Birthday breakfasts. Church lunches. Her husband proposing at booth 7. Gone in one sentence. "I paid for my tea already," Ruth said quietly. Daniel pulled out his phone. "Then police can remove you." That's when 12-year-old Elijah, Ruth's grandson, quietly raised his phone. "Grandma," he whispered, "I'm recording." Outside, church members arriving for lunch began noticing police cars pulling into the parking lot. And suddenly, the whole town started watching. By evening, Elijah's video had spread everywhere. Restaurant calls police on elderly black teacher. Thousands shared it. Comments exploded. "Miss Ruth taught me in 3rd grade. She paid for my lunch when my mama struggled." Others told darker stories. "That owner refused to hire my niece. My husband waited an hour while white customers walked right in." Daniel defended himself online. "This has nothing to do with race." But the internet wasn't buying it. Local reporters camped outside Magnolia Diner. Inside her home, Ruth sat quietly at the kitchen table. Family surrounded her. Her daughter Angela looked furious. "We're fighting this." But Ruth stared at old photos. "I'm tired," she whispered. "Spent too many years proving I belong." Then came the twist. Denise showed up crying. "I couldn't stay quiet." She handed over printed schedules. Black employees consistently received fewer hours. Then security footage surfaced. Daniel telling staff, certain customers hurt business. Worse, the police body cam leaked. One officer quietly asked Daniel, "Sir, she literally hasn't done anything." Daniel replied, "Just trespass her. No disturbance. No crime, just removal." The town became furious. Church leaders announced a boycott. Magnolia Diner suddenly stood empty, but Daniel still refused to apologize. Instead, he filed trespassing charges against Ruth. And now the fight moved to court. The courtroom overflowed. Former students packed benches. Pastors stood near the walls. Even retired teachers showed up. Daniel entered confidently beside expensive lawyers. "She refused lawful orders," he argued. Ruth lowered her eyes. Old memories returned. Being denied service as a child. Watching signs that said whites only. Teaching students to dream bigger than the town around them. Elijah squeezed her hand. "Grandma," he whispered, "they know who you are." Outside, signs covered the courthouse lawn. "Justice for Miss Ruth. Respect our elders." Then Ruth's lawyer played security footage. The restaurant gasped. Daniel laughing privately. Older black customers don't fit the image. More clips followed. Staff warning him. Customers defending Ruth. Even officers looking uncomfortable. Daniel shifted nervously. "That's out of context." Then Elijah stood unexpectedly. Small voice, shaking hands. "But I saw her cry," he said. The room fell silent. "She taught everybody kindness. Why wasn't she enough?" Several jurors wiped tears. Then Ruth finally stood, voice trembling. "You didn't remove me from a diner," she said softly. "You tried to erase 30 years of belonging." The courtroom froze. "And I'm too old to shrink myself for anybody anymore." Applause erupted despite warnings. For the first time, Daniel looked afraid. 2 weeks later, judgment came. All charges against Ruth were dismissed. The judge publicly criticized the diner's treatment. A discrimination investigation began. Daniel lost investors almost overnight. Staff quit. Customers never returned. 3 months later, Magnolia Diner closed. But the story didn't end there. The church community bought the building. Volunteers renovated everything. Same booths, same counter, same peach pie recipe. Only one difference. A new sign outside read, "Ruth's Place. Everybody belongs here." Opening day stretched around the block. Kids hugged Ruth. Former students cried. Even one officer returned. "We should have handled that better," he admitted. Ruth smiled softly. "Baby," she said, "doing better starts with seeing people." A reporter asked if she finally felt justice. Ruth looked around the packed diner. Black families, white families, neighbors laughing together. "Elijah," she smiled. "What you think?" Her grandson grinned. "I think Grandma owns the best pie in town." The room burst into laughter. And for the first time in a long while, Ruth no longer felt pushed out. She felt home again.